are going to talk about one of the important scenario, and we are going to solve this scenario based on ab initio components, and we are going to use different alternative solution to achieve the target solution. Okay, so let's talk about the scenario first. So I am taking the very basic example, and then we will generalize this example for to simulate this data sets and simulate this scenario with different scenarios based on different domains, maybe insurance domain or maybe telecom domain and banking domain. So okay, let's talk about the different data sets involved in this scenario. The first data set is country code and country name. So country code, I have taken the example of India. So IN as a country code and India as a country name. Okay, and dataset two state that it is a state detail, state related detail, state code and state name, and it is related to dataset one with the country code, and dataset three is city and population, city code and state code, and this dataset three is related to dataset two using state code. Okay, and then dataset 2 is related to dataset 1 using country code. Okay, and while using these datasets, we need to create the output dataset, we need to generate the output report, and which the report should say the country name and then total population of that country. Okay, so we have been asked to create an optimal solution so that there could be many alternative solutions for to solve this kind of scenarios, and with different technologies it can be solved using SQL queries, it can be solved with any programming language as well, while reading those data sets, maybe Python and or using the machine learning libraries. Okay, so let's discuss this scenario using ab initio as an ETL tool. So how we are going to approach this scenario, and we are going to solve this use case. Okay, and okay, so there could be alternative solutions. I have come up with the four solutions for this scenario. So what we are going to do is we will take the DS3, the city and population. If you look at the data sets again, so what is the common common feature of these data sets is the population data set would be very huge data sets. It could be I mean, in this particular scenario it could be go to thousands different records, but in other scenarios wherein we could have millions of records, let's say for dataset 3, and dataset 2 will have let's say for India is 30 or 35 records, and for datasets 1, or if we talk about as a globe, we will have a kind of 200 plus countries. Okay, and so now in as part of solution, we talk about the first solutions. We will take the data set 3 as input, and then we are going to reformat it, and we will get the state name and state code while using the lookup, while looking up into the second data set, and then again there would be a reformat component, and then there is another lookup, and then finally with all the records having every attributes for the complete data set, we are going to roll up, and based on country code, and then we will finally will be displaying the output, country name and total population. Right, this could be one of the solution, and the important aspect of this solution is, I mean, there we are taking a lookup twice, and we are taking a reformat twice. Okay, roll up is there, and these are the main feature of this solution. Solution second could be, we can take the input data set as 3, and then in the second component, the reformat itself, we can look up what the lookup we can do, right? And within one reformat, we can call prepare 2 lookups and give the lookup, and then prepare the roll up and then output data set. Okay, and the solution 3 could be the joining of dataset 3 and dataset 2. We know that dataset 3 is going to be used, and we are going to put as a driving input. Okay, so driving input would be dataset 3, and then we are going to use as a join. If we are using in-memory join, right? If you are using a sorted join, then we don't have to give, there is no driving thing. Okay. And okay. So then there is a reformat component, and which is going to look up in the first lookup, first data set, and then there is another roll up again and output data set. Okay. And the solution 4 is we will have a data set 3, and then we will roll up, roll up based on city, roll up based on state code, isn't it? And then there will be a then there will be a again lookup, like we have in solution number 1, right? We are sorry, solution number 2, we are going to look up second and look up first, okay, to get the country code, okay, and then based on country code we are going to roll up and producing the output as a country name and population. So let's talk about different aspect of these solutions. So what I can see is, so everywhere the common is roll up is we have to do, that is for sure, and all the solutions are taking data input, as a input, data set 3 as a first input, because this is the largest input and we have to deal with that. That is true, and nobody can take the smallest data set and then to look up into the that will be weird. So that solution is not going to work. So while taking the input data set as data set 3, so we have to produce the output. So okay, so this is very common roll up we have to do. Okay, so let's talk about solution number 1. So solution number 1, we are reformatting. We have many lookup calls, because in dataset 3 there will be a huge number of records, and to do the lookup for all the records is very costly. Okay, and that too in solution number 1 we are doing this exercise twice. So that is very bad solution. Solution number 1. Okay. Solution number 2, from within solution number 1 and solution number 2, among between two, solution number 2 is better, because in the reformat component itself, we are going to look up twice. We are reducing one reformat, but still the lookup calls are same. And again, there is a roll up. So this roll up is very costly, because all the records will be rolled up as a in one place, and that roll up is going to be a huge in terms of memory and CPU cycle. Okay, and specifically when the roll up things are, we are doing serial roll up, right? And we don't have a multi-file system, or we are not using the partitioning thing. Okay, we're dividing the data sets. So in that case, this solution will be kind of costly. I'm not talking about this as a specific solution, but the scenarios where the data sets is like a huge data set, very huge data set, as like data set 3, and then there is a average data set like data set 2, and then there is a smallest data set as a data set 1. So we in practical, or in a in a live use cases, and in project scenarios, there are multiple occasions where we face this kind of scenarios in across the domains, whether it's a banking domain, whether it's insurance domain, whether it's a telecom domain, or other pricing domain. So in those all the domains, we can relate this scenario to all the domains, right? So if we talk about the solution number 3, so if we are joining it, and we know that the driving port, we can take the largest input, and then there is a so join will take its own memory, and on if we are going to go with the sorted join, right, sorted data, then we have to sort the things. That too is costly. If we are doing without sorting and we are joining, then also the join itself has to sort the data. So this solution doesn't seem proper. It's not a proper solution, because kind of sorting is involved here. Okay, now join component, and then there is a lookup component, then the rollup component, right? So, so this solution also doesn't look, great, because so the first join, it doesn't serving any purpose, because the number of records would remain same, up till the reformat number, the component number 3. After taking those inputs and then join and then reformat, and until this reformat, right, which I have selected just now, all the records would remain same. The number of records we are not reducing up to the and the roll up. So until the second last component in solution number 1, 2, and 3, we are not reducing the records. Okay, whether it is a serial processing or whether it is a parallel processing, we have to reduce the records. Okay, the first the first task as a designer, or as a solution designer, what should be happening is we have to reduce the number of records to be processed, okay, as soon as possible, without compromising the final solution. Okay, so if you look at the solution number 1, 2, and 3, we are not reducing the number of records up till the second last component. The roll up is going to reduce the records. So now talk about solution number 4, DS3. We have to roll up the records based on state code, so that in the step number 2 itself, my record number of records came. Let's say if we talk about India, so number of records, 30 records came. So we for all the thousands of cities, right, we have reduced the number of records at 25 or 30 records. That's all. So our things has been reduced, at a drastical level. So our records become very, very less, from thousands to 25 records or 30 records it become. So after that, the lookup, you can look up in the reformat, and these lookup, number of calls of the lookup is going to be very, very small. Small number of calls, and then again roll up based on country code. So this solution number 4 is going to be very, very optimal in terms of memory requirement and in terms of parallel processing or CPU cycle usage, right? So whenever we are going to design such kind of solution, what we have to do in mind is reduce the number of record as soon as possible, and you can use so if you have in mind that I'm using more components, sometimes using more number of components can make the solution very easy, and also at the basic level, the number of CPU cycle and the number of memory requirement, amount of memory requirement would be very, very low in those cases. So don't hesitate to take more components if your solution is of your design is coming as optimal. As long as the design is optimal, and as long as the processing time and memory requirement is low, so we can go ahead with a little more, few more components, and we can present the optimal solution. So with that, thank you so much. We'll talk about more scenarios in following sessions. So please subscribe my channel, and do like, and you can share this channel with your friends and your known people, so that they can also get benefited. Okay. So with that, thank you so much.